Okay, Joey B in a different kind of venue. You're used to seeing me in sports venue. Some of you may have heard me on the radio doing sports, but it's a different thing that we're going to talk about today. Sitting to my left is Pam Donovan, who is the founder, chairman, president. She sweep out the place every once in a while.
Every now and then.
Of Ethan and the Bean. Now she'll get into what Ethan and the Bean is in a couple of seconds, because I got educated before we came on camera. Ethan and the Bean is more than just helping autistic children. Am I accurate there?
You're correct. Ethan and the Bean is a unique coffee shop establishment that employs, trains, and educates persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We just started our organization. We're a non-for-profit as of January 2018. And we not only employ persons with autism, but we're looking to employ persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Based on the unemployment rates in nationwide, it's over 85% at this time. And Ethan and the Bean, we actually are a unique coffee shop that we would start to employ more than 75% of our staff will be employed by persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Oh, very, very good. So you're giving these kids a break. Now, this is not just kids. We're talking about adults also, right?
Yes.
Which they maybe from 18 up when they get out of high school. Or...
Basically, we have a shared space and a partnership with an organization, another non-for-profit organization called Intensive Therapeutics. They're located in West Caldwell, New Jersey. And what we're doing is it's pre-vocational and vocational after adult life, after 21. So we start with the transition age, which is usually the students could be anywhere from 15 years or up. And we're also employing basically and training persons in school and post-secondary education.
Now this storefront, it's storefront kind of thing?
We're in a shared space. We're actually in a Presbyterian church, so our vocational space is downstairs.
Okay.
We are in the process of looking for a retail location. We are working with our West Caldwell Township. They seem to, they're definitely supportive and on board with our organization, and we're looking through space through all avenues. But right now our vocational training center happens to be located downstairs within the kitchen of Intensive Therapeutics.
Can somebody come off the street and get a cup of coffee at your place?
Not right at this point. We're soon to be a location, a retail location, which we are looking into the Verona, West Caldwell area. We have a couple of locations already in mind, and we're just kind of waiting to get into those spaces.
And right in front of us is one of the bags of Ethan and the Bean. If we can get this on camera here, you want to hold that up in front of you?
This actually happens to be another one of our partners that we partner with, Java Love. They're our coffee roasting company. They're located in White Lake, New York. They also have 2 locations in Montclair and Upper Montclair, but they're our roaster. So these are specialty coffees that we have within our vocational training center and will be also in our retail establishment. And they've been a wonderful partner with us. They've helped train our staff, both non-developmentally challenged and both challenged developmentally and intellectually. So they do partner with us in a way that not only providing coffee for us, they're also providing training within a coffee shop environment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now, do the profits from the coffee all go directly to your foundation?
100% of all of our coffee sales online go right back into our organization. In our shared partnership with Intensive Therapeutics, which is our vocational training program, they help us with they have physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapists on staff. And we also do pre-vocational training where all of the students are learning how to weigh coffee, grind coffee, order, inventory, day-to-day coffee shop activities, because we have a mock coffee shop set up in our vocational facility.
Okay, so this is a teaching tool.
Yes.
To get people ready to go out into the workforce.
Yes.
What is we're going to flash it at the bottom of the screen. What is the ordering email address?
You can order on ethanandthebean.com, and you can go right directly to our website and shop our site. We have French roasts, Columbia, Good Morning Brew, and decaffeinated coffees. We're looking to also have hopefully a future partnership with The Real, which is where I met you kind of got involved at our local fundraiser in East Rockaway, New York. So we're also looking for her, Noreen Donovan. She actually wants to sell our coffee within her restaurant, the actual reel. And she also wants to have a possible coffee Ethan and the Bean location in East Rockaway. So we're kind of working to grow those types of opportunities.
So you want to kind of make a Starbucks out of Ethan and the Bean, donuts, coffee, that kind of stuff?
We actually don't want to necessarily be a Starbucks per se, but
well, I'm only using them as an
I
example.
got you as an example. And we would like to be a situation where we're educating, engaging the community. A coffee shop is a great opportunity to be one-on-one. No matter when you buy coffee, you normally have to come in and pick it up, unless there's going to be, Amazon's going to get a drone and, mail it to you or drop it off at your front door. But for most part, you have to be engaging, and that makes us an integral part of society. And we want society to be able to see that our students, our young adults, they're able to function, they're able to have jobs, they're able to do exactly what you and I do every day. And it educates society to become a commonplace. Instead of
I'm interested in the therapeutic aspect of what you're doing. It's like you just said, it teaches these students to become, to achieve a level of independence, not have to be dependent 100% of the time, and being the parent, being the mother of. Now, what exactly is Ethan's condition? What is his condition called?
Ethan is, he was diagnosed at the age of 24 months with autism. He also has epilepsy. He also is nonverbal. He has, orthopedic issues. So he is he is what you would typically classify as a intellectual and developmentally disabled individual. But given the opportunity in this vocational setting, he is able to complete tasks, grinding coffee, weighing coffee, bagging coffee, packaging coffee, labeling it. And then we actually have an entire shipping department. So you have to be able to do shipping, packaging, weighing.
And this is all
happening within our vocational facility.
And this is all with the people that work in there. These are all people that have things similar to what Ethan has? Or?
Yes, autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy. Some students are wheelchair bound, some students are not.
And yet they find a way to function in this.
We find a way to function. We use a lot of different teaching methodologies, break things down into simple tasks. And honestly, if it's a teachable task, packaging, you don't even know what goes into packaging. Putting the coffee grinds into the bag, shipping it, mailing it, labeling it. All of these tasks can be broken down to where each individual, given their strengths, are able to participate.
So if they can't do one, they can do another.
Right. And what we want to end up doing is not only have a retail location, we want to have basically a back of the house location where we are, for example, take the Reel at East Rockaway, New York. They want to have our coffee and serve it on a regular basis on their menu. So now we need to basically become their provider of the coffee. We'll take this particular packaging, repackage the coffee into a smaller amount so that it can be, brewed on a daily basis at their location and served. That requires an entirely different skill set. So you will take these types of skill sets and, where this is just a roll down pinching of the bag, the other one requires a heat set. So that's a different type of skill set that you're going to teach.
So you have to find out amongst the staff you have now who can do this, who can do that. So it really is from step A to step whatever, a different set of individuals that are able to
Everybody is able to participate. I work in the corporate world. I definitely have a full-time job. I work in international shipping. But at the same time, our corporate world is always grading you on what you can't do. The model for an employment model for persons with disabilities is all about your strengths. Everybody can do something. And
it's a great attitude.
Everybody can do something. There's a way to have you employed. There's, we have to kind of bridge this gap, this deficit of 85% unemployment, because we spend at least 8 to 12 hours a day at work.
How long has Ethan and the Bean been in motion?
We've been in motion for about a non-for-profit organization since finalized January 2018.
So basically you are in your first year.
Yes, it is
Not
a startup.
Factually, you're in your first year.
We're in our first year.
And I'll tell you, quick story. Why is Pam here with me? Pam's husband and I were childhood friends back in Queens. Her mother-in-law was my adoptive aunt. She got me my first job teaching.
Oh my goodness.
Your mother-in-law did, and so I have a tie-in with this family. And when I attended this event, I had a disabled brother. I had a brother that was disabled and passed away at age 16. So right now I'm all in anything for kids, anything to help people. I'm all in on that. And so we were fortunate enough to meet. I ran a few ideas past you, and you jumped 10 feet in the air. Are there any other things planned? I know there's a golf outing planned for next spring. Are you planning anything for the rest of this year in terms of...
We have the golf outing that's coming up that I know yourself and a couple of other of our board members are working on, probably around April and May. We will definitely have locked in Save the Date again for our cornhole tournament in East Rockaway at the Reel.
I was horrible, man. I couldn't throw a bag through a hole 12 feet away.
So that's coming. It was all fun. We had a great time. It was a wonderful experience. That is going to be now set for the last Thursday in September.
Forevermore.
Forevermore.
Hopefully it'll be 85 degrees too every time we come out there.
Yeah,
like
it was beautiful. And we have the street fair, which is the West Caldwell Rotary Club puts that together. It's the first Sunday of every October. So we networked through that, and it was a wonderful experience. And we're hoping to do a couple of more fundraisers this coming year.
Well, you're a very, very special lady. Pat's a very
Thank
special
you.
guy. I met your son. My heart really sank.
Thank you.
You know, because I lived through something similar to that. It wasn't autism. It was severe cerebral palsy and brain damage. So I lived through it. I know what life is like every day. And I'll tell you something. They are both so dedicated to their son. It really puts a lump in your throat when you see them interact together. It's just something very special, and you're a very special lady. Do you guys accept cash contributions, cash donations?
Any kind of donation you want to sponsor us with, that would
where would that go to?
ethanandthebean.com. We have a
Flash it
donate
again.
button.
Keep flashing that thing.
ethanandthebean.com. You can definitely reach us there. That would be wonderful. Beyond amazing. If any contributions, little, big, small, it doesn't matter. $1. We have. Just want to make a note. We have one student that donates $10 to us every month, and it's so gracious.
You know, people want to help. People want to help. It's just being able to reach the masses, for lack of a better word.
Yep.
You know,
we're on Facebook. We're on Instagram.
Well, now who knows where you're going to be with this? Because as I said,
this is great.
You're going to be able to send this all over the world. Basically, so you might have
amazing.
Ethan in the Bean International Division.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I can't even tell you.
Believe me, it's our pleasure. I want to thank the Connecticut School of Broadcasting for donating the studio.
Thank you.
David for his time, Carter for his time, and Marty, who was the director of the school, for his time. Thank you for enlightening us as to what Ethan and the Bean is all about, and the range of the help it provides to people that are disabled or have different disabilities, and that you will find a spot for them.
We will find a spot for them.
Well, that's great. Pam, thank you.
Thank you
so
very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
I'll see you at the golf outing.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, Joey B. and Pam Donovan, thanks for listening, and get involved.